card for me?
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. Are you quite familiar with German laws?
No, because anytime I've been told German laws,
Okay.
I've always been lied to, so
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, let me just explain your rights.
Mhm.
Okay, it's quite similar. Like in the States, you have certain rights. So you suffered a
That's
crime.
debatable.
Yeah, you suffered a crime. Therefore, you are also a witness. And as a witness, you don't need to say anything that will incriminate yourself. But if you want to say anything, you ought to do that truthfully. All right?
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing I would say is I've been to, I'm an IT manager,
Yeah.
and I have a big court case against 4 huge German companies.
Yeah.
SAP, Sky Deutschland,
Yeah.
Thomas Bank, and AOK.
Yeah.
This got real nasty when my court case started to get closer and closer, and I'm being subjected to more and more violence that I wasn't subjected to before. And now it's getting to the point I'm not sure how to stop it. I have about 27 police reports. I got attacked with an axe. I now have a hole in my cornea.
Okay, because of your profession?
Because of my court case.
Okay.
So what I would say is my story is huge. Before my court case, I'm supposed to work in Munich. Now, this is political and it's all over the place. And so they didn't pay my wage, they didn't pay my AOK, they didn't pay my Krankengeld. And I had all my evidence together, and I'm here by myself. So I was a high-level banker in North America, bad accident, mentioned politics a little bit, it went very badly for me, and I'm by myself. I was told to come to Germany again, your whole high-profile IT senior manager, come here. So my first job was Sky Deutschland, and remember when you said about the rights? I was relying on these 2 companies to do the right thing when I got here. Didn't pay my wage, didn't pay my AOK, and it was a total mess. So as I started to find out what was going on, I started to receive threats and blah blah blah, and now I can't go to Munich until this is resolved, or maybe ever. So I was bouncing around Germany, Hanover, had lawyers, stuff like this. It would get to a certain point, then they would get paid off. We'd get to a certain point, get paid off. And I couldn't find fixed accommodation because of this amount of threats that I was dealing with. I've been punched, kicked, had knife attacks. The worst one was the baseball bat. And now I have a hole in my cornea, so I can't see down here. And it seems word has somehow got out about my situation. And the problem is I'm getting brutalized on the Dbahn quite regularly. And we live in an age of 2018, you know how technology works, right? It doesn't really matter where you are in the world. There's one transport system, there's one police, there's one government, you have access to everything. My main thing was against the banks and transport systems, because that's where my accident happened, and then the banks kind of smashed me. And I worked for Bank of America, Royal Bank of Canada, so it's me by myself against them, which is not easy. So when I come here, I almost instantly, I don't know anyone in Germany, right? The Dbahn staff were on my case like you would not believe, about everything. Stealing, robbing, cheating, beating. And I'm like, I've written numerous emails to Dbahn staff, numerous. I've tried to go into their offices, and it's like Fort Knox, you can't get in there. And my problem is I'm running out of time because I'm running out of money, and these companies just want to see if I'm going to disappear, as in he either goes away or he's dead. Because we're now talking my story is so bad, or they've made it so bad, it's more than just my wage. So to get to the point of what's going on here, without friends and that keeping me alive, I'm probably already dead. I can't survive on thin air. I've had my clothes stolen at least 200 times, at least, minimum. I've had my phones stolen. I'll get to the point in 2 seconds. I went to Lyon to gather all my stuff together before I go to court in the Arbeitsgericht in Munich. I had my SAP laptop in my bag, my phone, my own phones, everything. And I had USB evidence, 700 gigabyte. The whole bag was left. Guess what was stolen? The 700 gigabyte of evidence. The whole bag was left. So I went to the French Lyon police, and they're like, you are targeted, there's no doubt. I then went to Porto, and then everything got stolen. My bank cards, my ID, everything. So I was left in Porto, and this is all 1 week before I'm supposed to go to court against SAP and Sky Deutschland. So there's two ways to be coincidental. I managed to get back to Germany, right? And I'm surviving on nothing.
Yeah.
So basically, to get to the point of why I'm here today, this is the kind of nonsense that I'm dealing with. I will tell you my crime, and then I'll show you this one. What happened yesterday is I'm pretty much now out of money, right? Because when I worked at SAP, they make you open a Commerce bank account.
Yeah.
Because they're affiliated, they probably make interest off each other. 1 week again before I go to court, Commerce Bank closes my bank account with all my money in it. That's completely illegal. I got a lawyer from Cologne, wrote 2 letters, this is illegal anywhere in the world, give him his money back, open his credit card account, and they just refused to reply. And because I don't know German, when he actually looked at the German from AOK, SAP, Sky Deutschland, he burst out laughing. It's Batman, he's a famous lawyer in Cologne. He took on the German government for something. He started laughing. I said, it's not funny. He said, but none of this German makes any sense. It's all bullshit. None of the sentences finish. I don't know that. So they've been hoaxing me the whole time. So I'm now at the point of, I have 2 lawyers in Trier trying to get my money back, right? At least from AOK and also from Sky Deutschland. If I get that amount of money, which is about 15,000 euros, I can take on SAP myself. So I virtually have no money. So I'm being asked to go to consulates, I'm being asked to go to police stations, I'm being asked to go to doctor specialists because I now have a serious problem with my spine. I have an artery problem, I can't see out my eye, I'm in a bad shape. I've been annihilated through this. These are not my clothes. So I had to take a Cologne train to Düsseldorf for an emergency appointment for my eye. So I have police reports that says embezzlement from Commerce Bank. This guy's life, there's about 27 police reports. This guy's life is in danger. He's getting chased all over the place, SAP, blah, blah, blah. You can read them all if you want. It reads bad. So I showed them, I said, look, I don't have any money. I will give you the money back. I'm not used to, I don't jump trains. But what happened was when it got real nasty, so the conductor said, I said, if you got to give me a ticket, I'll write to your company and I will also show all the police reports. You're putting me in a position of I'm not going to eat, sleep, I'm going to die before I can get to this court case. I'm trying to save my life. I don't give a fuck about you, where you're from, give me my fucking money. So if you're talking to me in that language, you're obviously being quite aggressive, right? There was an old German lady started writing this down. And he became more and more and more aggressive, grabbing, why don't you fuck off back to your own country? I said, look, just give me the ticket. I said, when he started to become so violent, I said, I have my phone in my bag, I'm going to pull it out, I'm going to record it because you're becoming violent now. He's like, yeah, okay. As soon as I pulled it out and I pressed video, guys, Polizei, prison. I'm like, what? So I said, you told me I could do that. No, never. You said I was nasty. And now he's making this all up. And then so like 4 guys rushed down and 1 girl. And I'm like, wait, 1 second. I said, all your police, I don't give a fuck about your police report. I don't give a fuck you're an IT manager. I don't give a fuck where you're from. This is Germany. I said, there's no need to talk to me like that. I said, if you look at this, you can clearly state the situation I'm in. It's a very bad one. I've had my life threatened numerous times. He said, I don't give a shit. You're on Dbahn. Give me your money. And then what happened was, they called the police. So I said, okay, call the police. So we got to the Düsseldorf train station, and they start grabbing, and I'll be honest with you, that's my arm. Right? There's no need for that. And that's 24 hours later. My doctor took a picture of it. It was black, and he said, that's 5-inch, and he gave me tramadol for pain. There's no need to be like grabbing me like this, right? I was doing nothing wrong.
Where did this happen? On the station? On the airport or on the station?
No, it was in Düsseldorf station.
Yeah, station. Okay.
And what they did was they were grabbing me all the way to the Bundes building, right? Grabbing me up the stairs.
And it's like federal police, German Bundespolizei. On the
yes, it's like a big tower building.
Ah, on the station?
Yeah, it's on the left-hand side, right. So the whole way there, one of the guys, one of the police officers, one is laughing at me, he's right behind me, the other one in front of me is really giving it to me. You shut the fuck up, you're in fucking Germany, you shut up. Why can't you speak German? Blah, blah, blah. He says, you're in fucking big trouble. You're going to prison, boy. And if you go to prison, I'm going to do bad things to you. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, hold on a second. I said, and what I did was I started taking out all these police reports of what happened. I'm like, read it yourself. Your bank. I said, I didn't steal my own money. I didn't steal my own clothes. I'm trying to live a peaceful life here. He said, I'm writing a report and you're going to prison. I'm like, oh my God. So he's like, fucking sit there. And they're all swearing. I said, this is for, why are you doing this? So they're all laughing in the back. It has like one of those screens. And he's like, I'm writing a report against you so you go to prison. I said, this is totally not necessary. He's like, well, you shut the fuck up or speak German to me.
One question, please.
Yes.
At this point, do you got anyone who's representing and taking care for your rights?
No.
No. No lawyer, no...
Oh, as that was happening?
Basically, or generally.
Well,
this is a huge story.
Yes.
And it's taking place over a long period of time, I think. Is there
I have one lawyer trying to get my money back from Sky Deutschland, and I have one lawyer trying to get my money back from
Is this a German lawyer?
In Trier. Trier.
In Trier, okay.
Because
Yeah,
friends
south
are
of Germany.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But can it...
I'm sorry. Max? Ja, Max, ich muss dich heute Abend anrufen. Ich habe gerade viel Arbeit, okay? Ja, oder ist wichtig? Ja, ich weiß. Ich habe gerade viel Arbeit hier. Ich melde mich gleich, ja? Versprochen. Ja, ist gerade viel Arbeit. Ich muss auflegen, Max. Na, mach's gut. Sorry,
But the point was, as it was ending, I literally said, this is not necessary. And there was about 4 police officers who seemed to think it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I had, apart from that, what he did was, he went, empty your pockets. So I emptied my pockets, I said, look, I don't have a problem. He indecently put his hand in a place it should not go on my shorts.
Mm-hmm.
As in, and I'm like, what are you doing? And this guy was a skinhead, and he was about this far away from me, and he's so angry with me. When he's talking, it's like spitting all over me. And then as he gave me a report that says I'm gonna go to prison if I don't pay this fine, I'm like, Commerce Bank closed my bank account. I can't do anything until AOK gives me my money, which they stopped October 17th, 1 week before SAP.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing he said was, when you go to prison for this, I'm going to come down and do bad things to you. I'm sorry, man. Even in America, I'm not American, but even in America, that would be horrific. And like, you see my arm. That's not necessary. I didn't touch nobody.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I was trying to explain that the Deutsche Bahn people were sat in the room, and I'm like, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you've done, my story's a big one. Why? I actually said, take 5 minutes and just read. They refused to read anything.
Yeah, I know.
But I
the way you
didn't
describe it is not the right way, like the way they behave. But in this situation,
I got physically assaulted.
Yeah, that's very strange and not okay. That's no good. I'm just trying to, get in direction how to deal with it, because these are police officers. So
the Deutsche Bahn staff are not.
You told me the German federal police.
No, but the assault started with the Deutsche Bahn, right on the train.
Okay. Who hurt you? The Deutsche Bahn staff?
It was one Deutsche Bahn and one Polizei.
Okay.
So the Deutsche Bahn started it.
Yeah. Okay. That's complete. Yeah, that's a complete another thing. Do you remember in this area if there were cameras around?
I honestly don't know, because I was getting once.
Would you find this place again?
The one thing I would say is that I was relatively calm when he came out with the thing, and to be honest, I said, if you have any human decency in you, read your own police reports, and it's pretty clear the situation I'm in. I'm not trying to jump a train, I'm trying to save my life. And what happened was, I said, when he started becoming so he was agitating me on purpose. And then what happened was, I said, look, my phone is in the top part of my bag, I'm going to record it. At that point, what I would say is, that's when it just
escalated.
It escalated huge.
All right, okay. And so the thing is, you want to make a record about this assault on you, right?
Yeah, it's one thing to give me a ticket, but like it was an absolute assault.
Yeah.
From the and the thing is, it was almost like he was goading me into taking out my phone. And as soon as I did that, it was just a blitz attack on me. And like, you can't put your hand down there, you can't grab me here, you can't spit in my face, like, and try to do things to me in prison. Are you kidding me?
The staff of the German Bundesbahn so, got no executive rights. You know, they are not allowed to be violent against persons. They are only allowed to defend. You know, that's
not how I found it in Germany. I'm honest. In the big cities, it doesn't work like that. Once that door closes, bad things happen. The other thing I would say is, I didn't actually video him, right? I threatened to do it. What the Polizei guy did, you know what he did? He said, open your phone. I said, yeah, open it. There's no videos there. He went in and deleted all my personal medical documents, he deleted everything.
Why?
You ask him. He was on my case like you would not believe. So when I went into my phone, he deleted medical certificates, pictures, everything. He wiped my phone out. I'm like, this has nothing to do. I didn't take. So yeah, I mean, absolutely brutal. And what he did do was, one of the pieces of evidence on my phone was critical to my legal case. He wiped my phone out.
So you're okay. You're working in the IT. You got copies on a server.
But I also take pictures.
On a hard drive?
Some of them were on the 700 gigabyte. Remember I told you got stolen? You know? That was almost my hard drive because my laptop got stolen. Yeah. So I am in a horrendous situation, literally trying to... And this guy just opened my phone and just deleted everything, and I never even took a video of this guy. I threatened to do it, but as soon as he thought I pushed the button, I got ramrodded by everybody. I'm like, oh my God. Mm-hmm. It was almost like a setup. I couldn't get out of it.
Okay. I will do a record about it. Yeah. He's very important. It's very important. We need to know exactly when it happened and where it happened. Yeah. So we can check if there are any cameras. Right. You know, who witnessed this situation.
There was an old lady, 100%, looking at me and making notes.
Yeah, but you don't know the old lady.
I don't.
Right? Yeah.
But the problem is, if something like that happens in Germany, as bad as the States is, and it does happen there as well, people try and help. Here, they look the other way. Mm-hmm. And your only defense really is your phone, and they delete everything anyway. And I didn't even video record anything. So, yeah, just as an example, just so you know I'm not bullshitting, that's my Commerce Bank. It's totally illegal.
Where do you live? Where do you sleep right now?
Honestly, Germany is drilling. I've been to Caritas.
Caritas?
Well, I've been to every organization in Germany that's supposed to help. Yeah. Nothing. And so basically I've been staying with friends in Trier because it's random strangers that have heard my story and taken me in. But the problem is that these 4 big companies, they're destroying my career. Because this has now gone on so long, I can't survive on thin air. And even doctors are like, you're gonna die. Like, it's getting that serious. Oh, and the other one thing is, he took my Sparkasse card, which is still valid, and photocopied both sides. You can't freaking do that. I saw him do it. The police officer in the Bundes. Because he's like, you have money. I said, no, I don't have money.
Any name of any officer? Did you ask him?
Yes, he wrote down he was quite proud that he was going to kick the shit out of me when I go to prison. He actually said that. So just to show you what I'm up against, police report. Police report. Police report. That actually says embezzlement, right? That's embezzlement.
Yeah.
Commerce Bank. I got attacked with an axe. I mean, like, how many police reports do I need to do here?
Give me all, please. I just want to take a closer look.
One thing I would say is, if you read that, that tells you my situation, and that was done in Durin, right? Here you go. It's me against the world right now.
Who wrote it down? This female officer wrote it in German. So
no, there was an American translator.
Okay.
And I actually have that as well, that I have to go to the Cologne police. It's got so
okay, that's the interrogation here. Okay.
Yeah. But I'm getting hostile owners saying they're going to kill me. Like, I mean, my situation is horrendous, and it's almost like word is out that I can treat this guy any way I want. I'm supposed to be, I delivered 5 million by the time I was 35. I came here for a peaceful life, and I'm getting obliterated.
So right now, you want to make a record against
you can't.
the German Bahn staff or against the police officer?
Both
Okay,
of
all
us.
right.
And they sat there laughing about it. I mean, I really have got to get my money and I've got to go, because I'm going to go and see his friend today, because I'm getting annihilated everywhere, legally, spiritually. I've got all my clothes stolen. I can't survive this, sir, much longer.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But if you read that, yeah, I'm not lying. He's a very famous lawyer in Cologne. It's like, this is total. I've even met the Dbahn who said it's illegal. Do you think I got my money back? No. Take someone's accommodation, take their clothes, they look like a homeless person, and they're dead. I'm fighting against that.
So do you think that's kind of, complot?
Are they coming after?
Conspiracy?
Well,
complot?
don't use conspiracy, because that basically ridicules the word. Are they coming after me to see if I just don't make it? 1000%. That's how big companies work.
And that's,
Are
organized.
people getting paid off? Yes. Well, if you look at this is from, you tell me if you think this is normal, right? I actually first came to Düsseldorf when I first got here. I'm being assaulted by staff in Düsseldorf on transport. Now, if you think about it, I worked for Bank of America, Royal Bank of Canada, Bank of Montreal. It was the Toronto Transit who screwed me up. When I was in the UK, Edinburgh buses hit me with a double-decker bus, no medical care. Every time I get on a transport, we live in 2018, I worked at IT in the highest level. All you need is a few Zing high-level people and a few LinkedIn high-level people. Make this guy's life a nightmare, and he'll go away. Do you understand what I'm up against? And I'm by myself in a country that I can't speak the language. This is the guy who did it. So that's the one. He's like, you're going to go to prison, and I'm going to fuck you up. The cop.
Mr. Klein.
He signed it. And the problem is, I have professional pickpockets coming
So
out.
it all took place in Düsseldorf, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took place between Neuss.
Okay.
They first started it in Neuss to Düsseldorf.
Let me just talk. I know what you mean.
I can't be any more up against it right now. And people are just swinging from the fences. You have a Cologne hostel owner that I stayed with very well. The guy that I'm staying with.
I know her.
Okay, so the thing is, the guy that I'm staying with is helping me. He's a social worker, right? We said, can Barry come back and stay one more day? I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna smash his head in. And then he told my friend to kick me out on the street. And all my belongings are there, or whatever belongings I have left. So it's just random people who must realize I'm in a vulnerable position.
I'll be right back.
Smash it.
I will be right back.